Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another hard-hitting episode of the Callous Mind Talking Head Sportscast. In this episode, we're talking about 2023 National Football League Week 7 picks, Week 6 pick results, we're reviewing the NFL standings, and we're going to chat a little bit about UFC 294. And for the sake of convenience, I am putting timestamps here in the video and in the video description on YouTube, or you can just drag the playhead forward if you are on Rumble. I want to thank Spartan Coins for sponsoring today's video. If you're in the market for custom challenge coins, custom lapel pins, or custom patches, be sure to check out Spartan Coins by visiting spartancoins.com. My 2023 NFL Week 6 pick results are 10 wins, 5 losses. Chiefs wins, Ravens win, the Dirty Birds lose, the Vikings win, Bengals, 49ers lose. Now, remember I had said last week when I was making my Week 6 picks that I wouldn't necessarily be opposed to taking Cleveland if Deshaun Watson was playing in that game, but he wasn't. So I took the 49ers, and yet Cleveland still won. So, man, how about that? And then Carolina actually put a scare into Miami before Miami finally came back and won that game. The Jaguars won. The Saints losing to Houston. Wow, man. And how about the Raiders? That's right. Hoist the colors, Raider Nation. The Raiders win and defeat the Patriots in a squeaker. But on the unfortunate side is that it looks like Jimmy Garoppolo is out once again. The Cardinals lose to the Rams. Philadelphia loses to the Jets? Really? The Lions go into Tampa and win. The Buffalo Bills win. And, of course, the Cowboys outlast the Chargers on Monday Night Football. 2023 NFL standings review for after Week 6, so post Week 6. Miami Dolphins are in the lead in the AFC East, followed by the Buffalo Bills. And look at the New York Jets hanging in there at 3-3. After losing Aaron Rodgers, things could have completely gone off the rails, but at least they're still 500, so they may still have something to say in regards to possibly making the playoffs. And who knows, maybe end up challenging for the division. The Baltimore Ravens lead the AFC North by 1 game over the Pittsburgh Steelers, and followed closely, look at the Steelers, Browns, and Bengals all at 3-2. Oh, I'm sorry, the Bengals are 3-3, but still, with as ugly as they played and they're only 500, that kind of bodes well for them if they start getting their groove back. AFC South, Jacksonville leading the way there at 4-2, followed by the Indianapolis Colts at 3-3 and the Houston Texans at 3-3. It's hard for me to believe that the Tennessee Titans are actually 2-4. That's not really what I would have expected from that team. Kansas City leading the way in the AFC West at 5-1. But look at the Raiders there in second place, baby, at 3-3. I'm not usually that hopeful when it comes to a 500 record, but you guys know how I feel about the Raiders. And I predicted in my kind of division winner / playoff prediction video to start the season, I'd said that I thought the Raiders were going to make the postseason. So, but I think that kind of depends on the long-term health of Jimmy Garoppolo as well. NFC East, the Philadelphia Eagles lead the way, followed closely, and only 1 game behind are the Dallas Cowboys. So that, those Eagles-Cowboys matchups are going to be muy importante. And look at the Lions there in the NFC North, leading by 5-1, man. Wow. Boy, that is just a terrible division. Look at the Packers at 2-3, the Vikings at 2-4, and the Bears 1-5. Yikes. Tampa Bay Bucks are just squeaking out the lead in the NFC South, followed closely by the Atlanta Falcons and New Orleans Saints. And then, the Carolina Panthers are in the quarterback chase, quarterback from USC. In the NFC West, of course, San Francisco finally got their O taken out of the loss column. And then the Seahawks, Rams, and Cardinals holding up the bottom there at 1-5. So, I mean, genuine question, how are you all feeling right now about your team? How are they playing? Are they winning? Do you feel good about their chances of making the postseason right now? Let me know in the comment section below. My 2023 NFL Week 7 picks are as follows. Thursday Night Football, I'm taking the Jacksonville Jaguars on the road to get the win at the New Orleans Saints. Sunday kicks off with the Las Vegas Raiders visiting the Chicago Bears. And of course, this is my team versus Adam's team. But Adam knows that his team is hot garbage and mine's a little less hot garbage. So of course, I will take the Raiders on the road to get the win at the Chicago Bears. Next game, Cleveland at Indianapolis. And I'm going to take the Cleveland Browns on the road to get the win at Indy. Next game, Buffalo visits the New England Patriots. Classic AFC East matchup. I will take the Buffalo Bills on the road to get the win against the New England Patriots. The next game features the Washington Commanders visiting the New York They Might Be Football Giants. This is a classic NFC East matchup, and I'm going to take the visiting Commanders on the road to get the win against the Giants. Next game, Atlanta at Tampa Bay. This is an NFC South matchup, and I'll take the Buccaneers here to rebound at home and get the win against the visiting Falcons. Next game, Detroit at Baltimore, and I think Detroit is a pretty gritty team, and I think they can go into Baltimore and get this win. We shall see, but anyway, I'm going to take the Lions on the road to get the win at Baltimore. Next game, Pittsburgh at the Los Angeles Rams. And I feel like I should probably take the Steelers in this game, but I just don't have a lot of faith in them offensively. They depend very heavily on their defense, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I don't know if they're going to be able to stop Matthew Stafford. So I'm going to take the Rams because they are at home. So I'll take the Rams to get the win against the Steelers. Next game, Arizona at Seattle. And my heart tells me to take the Arizona Cardinals. My head tells me to take the Seattle Seahawks. You know, I'm usually ride or die with Big Red, so I'm going to take the Arizona Cardinals on the road to get the win against their NFC West rival Seattle Seahawks. Next game, Green Bay Packers visit the lowly Denver Broncos. And I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt here to the Denver Broncos. It's not that I don't believe that Green Bay can't win this game, because I certainly believe they can, but I'm going to go ahead and take the Broncos here to get the win against the Packers. Next game, Los Angeles Chargers visit the Kansas City Chiefs, an AFC West matchup, and I will take the Chiefs at home to get the win against the Chargers. And Sunday Night Football features the Miami Dolphins visiting the Philadelphia Eagles. And I think Miami can outscore just about anybody, including these Eagles. So I will take the Miami Dolphins on the road to get the win against the Eagles. Monday Night Football features the San Francisco 49ers visiting the Minnesota Vikings. And this is just what San Francisco needs after suffering that loss in Cleveland. So I'll take the 49ers on the road to get the win at Minnesota. The teams with byes this week are the Cincinnati Bengals, Dallas Cowboys, Tennessee Titans, New York Jets, Carolina Panthers, and Houston Texans. All right, so now I want to chat about UFC 294. I'm just going to make a couple of picks here because I've already bought this pay-per-view, and that's when I found out people started dropping out. Like Usman came in to replace whoever was supposed to fight Chimaev. I don't even remember. I thought it might have been Covington or something, but so Usman's in, and then Alexander Volkanovski has taken the place of Charles do Bronx. So I really want to see Oliveira fight and win this time against Makhachev, but unfortunately he had to pull out of the fight, or didn't want to fight here. I don't know. Some people were saying that, but anyway, I remember the first Makhachev versus Volkanovski, and it was a very close fight, and it's probably debatable as to who really won that fight. I think Volkanovski can certainly beat Makhachev. He certainly can, because he took him all the way in their first fight. So we'll see if the game plans change this time or not, but I think Volkanovski is going to get this win this time around. And then for Kamaru Usman versus Khamzat Chimaev, I'm going to go with Chimaev in this. I think Kamaru Usman is a beast, and I think he can beat just about anybody. But Chimaev is just a monster in his own right. So I'm thinking that he's probably going to be able to get this win. I don't know if it'll be as quick or if Kamaru will just try to drag him into deeper waters and wear him down, or what's going to happen. But it's going to be a great fight. And then I'm going to pick in this matchup between Ankalaev and Walker. I'm going to take Ankalaev in this fight to get the win here as well. So that's going to do it for this episode of the Callous Mind Talking Head Sportscast. Thank you all for taking some time and spending it with me today or whenever you watch this video. Please be good to yourselves and each other, and I will talk to you all next week. God bless.